Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is the second video to the channel, and today we're just going to be talking about one thing, and that is just that one thing: revenge. I think revenge is something every single human being has felt, has wanted to commit revenge, or had revenge committed against them. I know I've gone through some rough times in my life. In the last video, I touched on my mom got murdered. I mean, there's a lot of feelings of wanting revenge, right? I never did anything. Obviously, I'm here, right? I mean, I'm not locked up. But I want to tell people that it's normal what you feel. Revenge is totally normal. Wanting to do things, I think that's human. And I think that's why we're on this planet, is to test ourselves and do those harmful things that God doesn't want us to do in heaven and make some mistakes and grow up. That's what we're here for. So if you're making mistakes and you don't feel, or you're not looking at them as opportunities to grow, but just mistakes, you're missing the bullet. You're really shooting yourself in the foot, you know? Let me go back to when my mom got murdered. That's one of them touchy moments that I didn't think I'd bring up on this subject so soon on this channel. It's only the second video of this channel, but I just something that everyone can relate to. So, you know, so I'm driving down the road today, and I'm just started thinking about my mom, and the things that happened, the things that didn't happen, the things I liked, the things I didn't like. Everyone has those type of feelings growing up. Your parents aren't always gonna do what you feel like is the best thing, even if you feel like it's the best thing. And then sometimes you get to a point that your parents are right, or you are right and you proved your parents wrong. I think, well, I'm not gonna even go there, but there's way more. I mean, I might as well. I'll just say that your parents sometimes don't give you everything you need. So when you do succeed, it's not like they doubted you, but it builds to the feeling of success after the fact, because you got there on your own. You knew you could do it and that you didn't need to be babied to get there, right? But that it was just a tangent. I didn't even really want to go there. Really want to get to revenge and my mom. So, you know, I'm just driving, so I think about my mom, and that's where this video came from. Because I said I'd post a video every day. It got to the end of the day, this video was actually supposed to be shot in my car, but hey, here we are back in this studio, and I hope the mic audio is better this time around. I'm experimenting, trying new things, and the only way this is going to happen is if I just post a video every day, fix one mistake at a time, and add one new effect to every video, right? And everyone who's watching this who wants to create a YouTube channel, debating creating a YouTube channel or whatever, just know that I hope you take some pride and a little bit, you watch this channel grow and you get motivation from it, is really what I'll be saying. I want to reset my camera, so I might look goofy, but that's just me resetting the camera. So today, I really want to get at some things that I think people just lack, or maybe they don't understand the full picture of life and why we're really here. So when my mom got murdered, it was a phone call. It's one of those things where in life you think you have a lot of time and You can go back and correct those mistakes that were made in life. And sometimes not all those mistakes are mistakes that people intentionally did. Sometimes people are just aren't in the right place at the right time, and people's minds aren't right. I don't know how to explain it. You're not you, you know? There's literally a Snickers commercial. You're not you when without a Snickers, or you're not you when you're hungry, right? I know I start to get an attitude sometimes with my woman when I'm like, I'm hungry. I just want food. And she looks at me like, well, why can't you get food yourself? And I'm like, because you make the best food, you know? So that was a total another tangent. But I'm getting at that you can't hold grudges, and you can't view people because of their mistakes. I mean, if people only viewed you because of your mistakes and viewed you as a mistake, no matter what all the good things you did, you'd be hurt. You'd be kind of picking at yourself like, oh, how did this happen? This happened because I didn't defend myself, or I was the problem, you know? And then people get into a victim mentality, but this isn't going to go there either. But just know, if you never get yourself out of the victim mentality, and I don't know who's in the victim mentality, maybe you still are, you'll never grow because you'll never see the problems as anything you couldn't have prevented. I think in 99, 98% of incidents in life, you had some sort of involvement in the situation. Unless you were totally kidnapped. But even then, did you go to the club with the wrong people, or uh, questionable people you didn't really know? I mean, I can't really know how which situations you'd get kidnapped in. I'm not that type of person. But it's just an example, you know? Uh, Getting murdered. I even think if you got murdered, um, or your life was ended sooner than God's will, most of the time, even there's things that person did that put them in a situation that got them slashed. You know, I don't know the whole YouTube word laws and stuff. Hopefully, that doesn't get me a strike. But we're going to continue with that. So, so when my mom got murdered, it she well, I was planning, on getting back with her in my life, and I guess I just wanted to see how far I could get before I ever reached out. But I guess you just continue to grow, and there's never really an end. And maybe that's why so many people never reach out to parents, even if they weren't the best growing up, or they abandoned you, or whatever it was. I mean, maybe you need time to heal, but I think you will never heal because the healing doesn't start till you meet your parent. I never got to meet my parent. I mean, I did. Don't get me wrong. I met her a few times, but I met her a few times. Like, I I wish I could have met her more. And there's things that she may have done, and there's things that maybe you're doing right now in your life that is pushing people away from you who want to be with you, you know? And this could go down another relationship channel, but I'm not gonna say anything more than that, you know? You may be pushing people away who really do want to care for you. And I'm sorry about all the tangents. That's just what we do on this channel. If you ever met me in real life, you know that one conversation can lead to the next, and I'll never shut up. and that's why I talk to a camera. But tonight, guys, we have to get back to the revenge. And so, mom got murdered, revenge. Let me bring this all up into a closure. So, when I found out, she got murdered, and it was actually a significant other, so domestic violence, right? I really wanted, I wish I could go down there, beat the shit out of him. Oops, didn't mean to swear. Or, do things I knew wouldn't help me. I can't change time. I can't affect things that have already happened. Life has already happened. She's gone. And maybe you're in a relationship where someone's left and they slashed out. I tell my woman every day that I love her. And I've been telling her I like her because, if you are married, then that's an expectation. You love your woman. You can love your woman without liking her. I've been in a relationship where I did that. I hated the person I was with, and it wasn't pretty, you know? But I kept my vows and was like, you know what? I love you, so I'm not cheating and I'm not doing anything stupid. I just don't like you. It's safe to say it didn't go very well, but you need experiences like that. So, but I have a beautiful woman, very nice. Not We're not going to talk about her or whatever, but just take pride in the things you have. Don't get revenge because revenge doesn't get you far in relationships. And every day, thank God for what you have. It won't just help you build your relationship with God, but it'll actually help you start to appreciate all the small things you have. So, this is Juju. We're signing off again. Second video. And let's see if the audio quality is better. I messed with a few settings. Let me know down in the comments.